Hi everyone, welcome to a new Leetcode problem. Today we will be doing the is-subsequence problem, or subsequence problem. So we have two strings s and t, and we have to return true if s is a subsequence of t, and false if s is not a subsequence. So what does a subsequence mean? So let's just say that our s string, let's just pretend that that was, in this example, a, h, b, G, DC, and our T was just A, B, C. So if we go through the string of S, we could delete H, we can delete G and D, and the remaining letters would be A, B, and C. So we could say that T is a subsequence of S. But let's try to do the other example where it's false. So in this example, S is Hello everyone, welcome to a new Leetcode problem. Today we'll be doing is subsequence. So we have two strings, s and t, and we have to return true if s is a subsequence of t, or false otherwise. So a subsequence basically means that you can delete some strings from one, or some letters from one string to get the other string. So let's take this first example. Here we have s, which is A, B, C, and we have t, which is A, H, B, G, D, and C. So if we go through T, we can delete the H, G, and D, and what we would be left with is the A, B, and C. So we could say that S is a subsequence of T, because we can delete some letters of T to get S. So this would return true. Let's do the example where it returns false. So in this example, we have S is A, X, C, and T is the same thing, A, H, B, G, D, C. So here we have the A, we have the C, but there is no X anywhere in T. So the output should be false. We cannot delete letters of T in order to get S. Now, if there was an X anywhere in here, anywhere, then it would be true, but that is not the case. Okay, so here's the solution in case you guys wanted to see it right away. I will go through some examples in case someone needs an explanation. Okay, so the first example, so S is equal to A, B, C, T is equal to A, H, B, G, D, and C. Okay, so first we establish if the length of S is 0. The reason is because you could delete all characters of T and get an empty string. So the empty string is a subsequence of any string ever. So we check for that. That's a quick corner case. If not, we initialize a counter. So let's do that real quick. Our counter, and we initialize it to 0. So then we have to keep track of our counter at S, which in this case is A. So I'll say S at counter is equal to A. Then with this for loop, we iterate through each letter in T. So here we have the first letter, So here we have the first letter, and we have A, which equals S of counter. So then we would update our counter to be 1, and we would update the counter so that it would point to the next letter, and S at counter is now B. Then we keep iterating through T. We don't do anything if there's no matches. Here we have a match, B and B, so therefore we would update counter one more time, so counter would now equal 2. S at counter would be C now. And this example, I missed a C over here. It's supposed to end in a C, yep. So we keep on iterating through the letters of T, and we finally found C. So we update counter one more time, and set counter, we don't really track set counter anymore because we now entered this if condition where if counter equals the length of s, we return true. So since our counter equals 3 and the length of s is 3, we return true because we found that we were able to find a sequence of the letters of s that are in order. The order is maintained if we were to delete characters in T. So now let's look through an example where it would not be a subsequence. So let's have s equal AXC and T equal the same thing, AH, B, G, D, and C. So counter now still equals 0. We initialized it here. And then s at counter equals A. So we're pointing here. Okay, now we iterate through the letters of T again, and we see a match. So update counter. Counter now equals 1. Points to X. And then we keep on, And then we keep on iterating through T, and we find no more matches. There's not a single X in here. So at that point, we've gone through this entire for loop, and we have not found if counter ever equaled S. So we would return false, because therefore we know that we were not able to delete any characters of T in order to get S. Now, if there were to be an example where it ended with X and C, then hypothetically we would just have gone one more time. We would have gotten X, and we would have updated counter to be 2, and then point to C, and then we would have found C, and counter would have updated to 3, which would then enter this if condition and return true. But yeah, that is the explanation for this solution. We see our solution is in Leetcode, and we just quickly submit it, and we can see that it should, and it passes all the test cases. So yeah, thank you so much guys for watching. Please let me know how I can improve these videos. Please like, comment, subscribe if you like the work. I really want to make more videos to help more up-and-coming software engineers out there. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.